because I got a live stream. Uh, this. But she's so pretty. Oh, it's all the way over there.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. How can the Adventurers Guild help you today?
Okay.
It's been a while since we last came to see you.
Things have been rather quiet in Notcry lately. The commissions currently on our books are all very routine. That being said, the Frostmoon Scions are preparing to host some sort of event. They have approached us with quite a number of requests for supplies. Apparently, it's going to be quite a large gathering.
The Frostmoon Scions? Well, it can't be another Moon Prayer Night. Do they have some other big festival that Paimon doesn't know about?
I heard it's a friendly sparring competition for animal friends. Something called the Spirit Envoy Championship.
Ooh.
That's right. The Frostmoon Scions have always advocated coexistence with nature, encouraging their followers to build positive relationships with the beasts of the wild. At the same time, to ensure their animal friends build the strength to withstand hardship and disasters, they put select animals with whom they share a special bond through a unique sort of training. The Spirit Envoy Championship is designed to find the strongest human-animal pair by means of friendly sparring.
I don't know why it sounds a lot like
In previous years,
me.
the competition was restricted to the Frostmoon Scions only. But this year, participants from all over Teyvat are invited to join.
Ooh, does that mean we can join too? What? You want Paimon?
While you two certainly share a remarkably deep bond, I believe, apparently, in a previous competition, someone entered an extremely rare and powerful partner. After this, the rules were clarified to state that only common—
Ah, what a shame, huh? Paimon was totally looking forward to making a super cool entrance, and then... Paimon is the winner! Anyway, who else do we know who might want to take part?
If you're unsure of what to do, why not ask one of our advisors for—
Advisors? Since what?
The Guild has always had a team of advisors on hand to assist our fledgling adventurers. Of course, few of them would be qualified to assist such world-renowned adventurers as yourselves. But as luck would have it, one of our top advisors has recently returned to Notcry from a trip away. Her expertise is varied and broad, and she often gives lectures at Speranza. If you have any questions, you could try asking her for help.
She sounds impressive. But you're right, Catherine. It would take a lot to teach us. Let's go put this mystery adventure.
All right then. Next, let's go over some more tips for adventuring in Notcry. If you found yourself getting hungry in the wild, what are some things you could eat?
That's easy. Lacca berries, midsummer berries. There's loads of options.
Correct! 10 points to you!
Oh no, not again. Who's messing with my TV? Sorry about that. I don't know who's messing with my TV because the remote's right here next to me.
That must be who Catherine was talking about. She looks pretty young for an advisor, though. How knowledgeable can she really be?
But there are plenty of places where berries don't grow, right? What should we be looking for in those places, Miss Linnea?
Good question. I'm glad you asked. That's exactly what I wanted to talk about next. Does everyone recognize this mushroom?
Based on the color... This is an edible one, right? Doesn't look...
Wrong answer. This here is a brown-capped mushroom. It looks harmless enough, but eating it will give you hallucinations. An unsuspecting adventurer once used a handful of these to make a pot of mushroom soup. Next thing you know, he was trying to foxtrot with the wild hunt. Luckily, he was spotted by a fisherman passing by who managed to save his life. But it was a close call.
That sounds so dangerous.
You bet! Adventuring in the wild is no joke. All right, on to the next!
Isn't that a winter ice leaf?
They say that the King of Winter Isley and the King of Midsummer Oak are sworn enemies. If Midsummer berries are sweet and delicious, I guess Winter Isley leaves must be horribly bitter.
Paimon knows the answer to this one. Winter icy leaves might not taste good in food, but you can brew a nice tea with them.
Huh.
At the flagship. Once when Paimon was eating some yummy food there, Dimyon mentioned that one of the drinks in their roulette special has winter isley in it.
Who are... it looks like we have an expert attending our Q&A session today. Well, I hope you're ready for the next question.
Oh, bring it on!
Every adventurer knows to pack a compass and a map before heading into the wilderness. But where would you go to buy these things?
Listen up, everyone! The answer is...
Oh, really? But I hear Mimas Brunner Books sells them too. And at a...
Paimon's done her research. The boss of that place tries to pass off cheap knockoffs as the real deal. Don't be fooled!
Well said. But even with a high-quality map and compass, the wild can still be a dangerous place. What should you do if you're being chased by a monster you can't fight off? Correct! Although the Ratniki's main duty is to deal with the wild hunt, you can always ask them for help if you run into serious trouble. While we're on the subject, some adventurers have found they can use the territorial nature of radiant beasts to their advantage. Lure a monster into their territory, and they will fight each other instead of you. I wouldn't recommend doing this, though, as you may instead find yourself fighting two enemies instead of one. Final question. This is an important one. Which place in Notcry is an absolute must-visit for travelers from abroad?
Ooh, that's a tough choice. There's the Frostmoon Enclave, Star Sand Shoal, Blue Amber Lake. They're all so pretty. Then there's the Voynich Guild, the flagship.
In truth, there's no right answer to this question. But if you ask me, the place most worth visiting is right here, Speranza. Why? Simple. This was once my home. So this final question was more like a little bit of shameless self-promotion. You can get delicious Notcry hot dogs and Lackaberry Madams. And if you're not too hungry, just order a slice of Midsummer Tort. And listen to the entertaining rumors the children like to tell. That's it for today's lecture. Tomorrow, I'll be heading to the Frostmoon Enclave to take part in a competition. I haven't met many adventurers who can keep up with me. Consider me impressed.
Likewise. You really know your stuff. What's the deal? Don't get so close.
Actually, I was going to ask. Your little friend is so clever and cute. I love how she flies around, too. Can I pet her?
Whoa! Stay back!
Don't be afraid. I'm not gonna hurt you. Come on, come here. My name's Linnea. I'm an advisor working for the Adventurers Guild. And I promise you, I am not some sort of weirdo. Let me make it up to you. You want something to eat?
Phew! You gave Paimon a fright.
I was fighting to keep a lid on my curiosity during class, but anyway, let's get this back on track. Could you... What? Can you tell me where? A visit to that beach is going right to the top of my bucket.
You'd be wasting your time. Paimon is one of a kind. You could sit on that beach for 100 years, but you'd still come away empty-handed.
Is that right? What a pity.
Oh, right. Paimon almost forgot why we came here. Let Paimon guess. Is that your partner there? Oh.
Yep, her name is Lumi. She's my trusty assistant.
Hey there! Yahoo!
Have you two ever ventured north of Nodcry?
Not yet. Wait, so you're saying Lumi comes from the northern tundra?
Pretty much. There are 6 types of fae commonly found in the tundra. Lumi here is a Jack Frost.
Jack Frost? Interesting name choice. She doesn't exactly look very frosty.
An excellent observation. In fact, Lumi is no ordinary Jack Frost. She's a special one. The first time I met her, she was wearing this weird cardboard outfit with ugly splotches of paint on it. As if she was trying to disguise herself as a regular Jack Frost. I stayed and watched her for a while, and I discovered that some other mean Jack Frosts were ganging up and bullying. Lumi couldn't fight them. She had nowhere else to go, so she found an old cardboard box, painted it blue, and put it over her head, hoping to blend in with the group. Whenever she was discovered, she'd get beaten up, and the rest of the time she lived in constant fear. And
what a story! Oh, poor Lumi.
As for why Lumi is so different from other Jack Frosts, I'm still looking into that. I'm thinking it's either a mutation or an atavism. Or maybe some sort of curse? Hopefully I'll find the answer one day. But either way, we're best friends for life. Nothing can change this special. Speaking of which, given how long it can take to build a strong bond with another creature, if you're serious about entering the...
An animal friend I'm close with, huh? Actually, we're kind of spoiled for choice on this one. Huh? Aguara? What are you doing here?
Oh, it's that one.
Oh, neat! A Notlanese Tapetless? He seems to really like you guys. I'm sure he'll make a great partner.
Huh? Oh, look at them! Fast friends!
They both seem pretty sociable. Well then, there's no time to lose. Let's go get you...
I don't know why I... Ooh. Hey, Milani's there. Cool.
Whoa! Paimon wasn't expecting this many people. Traveler Paimon! Oh, and Professor Linnea is here too.
Yep.
Feels like we haven't seen you in ages, Milani. So, how do you know?
Through her work with the Adventurers Guild. She was in Natland not long ago. She knows so much that we took to calling her Professor. Speaking of which, you never answered my question. If a Caholosaurus and a Kukasaurus got together, would their babies be able to fly in the sky and dive underwater? 'Cause that would make a pretty awesome saurian companion.
impossible. They're completely different species.
Ah, well, that's too bad. Hear that, Mamala? Guess I can't do any matchmaking for you in the Flower Feather Clan after all.
So, you have a thing for cuckoosaurs?
Oh my god,
I
Ito.
was wondering what all the commotion was. What's...
Ito, what the heck? Either Paimon's seeing things or you're not.
Why else would I be here? Cost me an arm and a leg to get a boat all the way to this Crod Nye place.
It's not Cry.
Hey there, I'm Mualani. Are you a friend of the Traveler and Paimon?
I sure am. Nice to meet you. The name's Arataki Beetle Gladiator Ito, head honcho of the world-famous Arataki gang of Inazuma.
Oh my god, really?
That's quite a mouthful. Wait, did he say Arataki gang? Why does that sound so familiar?
Just call him Arataki Ito. This guy's a bona fide buffoon.
Hey, who you calling a buffoon, you flying lavender melon?
Flying lavender melon. Wait, so you're some sort of...
Paimon's not a mutated melon.
Yeah, about that. Well, unfortunately, the gang only had the funds to send their main man this time, but don't sweat it. Once I snag that championship title, I'll use the prize money to bring Shinobu and the boys over to join the party.
Shinobu. Oh, I remember now. Kuki Shinobu, right? She's mentioned...
Huh? No.
She stopped by the Flower Feather Clan recently to take the flying trial. Chaska said she was a natural. Hold on. If she's that good and she's only the deputy, you must be way stronger than I imagined. Look sharp, Mamala. We're in for a tough competition.
That's right. Bring it on. Word is that the early birds get the best draws. You snooze, you...
Wait, is he serious? Mamala, we'd better hurry.
No, that's complete... Shall we?
Thank you all. Due to the high number, please also
Where do we go to draw?
right here. After
Lumi, Hagwara, how you doing? Yeah, great! That's the spirit!
Yehoda?
Ahem. I'll have you know it's Champ, don't you know? This isn't my first Spirit Envoy Championship. Uh-huh. I took part in the last one. Although, there were nowhere near as many contestants then.
Whoa! That's amazing!
Yeah.
Huh?
This is the biggest turnout we've ever had, but
I've made all the necessary arrangements. I'm feeling...
Don't worry. You'll be
thank you all for your support.
Who do you think our first opponent is gonna be? Oh, Paimon hopes they...
No way.
The results of the draw are Arataki numero uno Ito? Ah! We literally just managed to get rid of him, and now you have to face him in the arena? Well, Either way, it never pays to underestimate your opponent, okay?
Ah, I see you've been assigned to Arena 1. I'm in Arena 2. Good luck! Don't
We won't! Good luck!
Welcome, spectators! I'm your host, Jaswava. The qualifiers are about to begin. I trust everyone has found their groupings. The contestants for this match are the Traveler and her partner, Aguara, versus... Arata...
Well, this has come sooner than expected. I was hoping to face you further into the competition. Go Crimson Staff!
You can do it, Aguara! You show that beetle who's
Great energy from both contestants!
Why is this like a Pokemon battle? It even has a give up button too. Quick attack, defense. What is this? Pokemon? My god. Oh, it isn't gonna be good. Oh. I want to be so bad. Playing Pokemon, they never let you retry this. What they do, but like, something like this. I'm just gonna go with that. Surprise. I'm just gonna go with that.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! It's time to unleash Crimson Staff. Ushi, you and me have crushed countless foes in our time. Now, with the three of us together,
That's
ain't
cheating.
no one gonna stand in our way.
That's
Finish them!
That's cheating. Oh. I guess that's not. I mean, that's
Time out!
kind.
The bull. Ushi, was it?
Yeah.
I'm sorry to say
Ito
that,
is
but
disqualified for fielding an additional animal companion. The Traveler and Aguara are the winners. It's one animal per contestant. That's the rule. Let this be a warning to everyone.
That's just full blown cheating. But I'm not gonna. I already said like that he was cheating on stream, but like I'm not really one for the rules, but like this, I want to play it like like as like the rules are set.
But me, Crimson Staff, and Ushi are one. We...
That's left, Bloomy!
He's mad.
Yeah? Oh.
How did you know I was gonna...
Now counterattack! Looking good! Let's do this!
Ignorance really is bliss, isn't it, Linnea?
And it's all over. We have a winner.
Oh my god, it's definitely like Pokemon.
Congratulations.
I can't believe it.
Good job, Bloom. Huh? Traveler! Paimon! How did... we won too!
Thanks, that means a lot. I don't know how to explain it, but it's almost like I enter a different state of mind.
Come on, let's head to Speranza! Hooray!
I can't believe it.
It's your own fault for not reading the rules.
Ushi, Crimson Staff, are you guys trying to... Anyway, seeing as we came all this way, I think a little sightseeing is in order. Huh? Let's go.
Seriously?
I'm glad to see he bounces back quick.
Well... Hey, the Lavender Melon, I've got a little, proposition for...
No way! If you want Mora, go earn it like everyone else!
Fine. Don't let me anything then. Watch me. I'll figure something out. This is a small pond, and our Taquito is the biggest fish around.
Is this really necessary?
May I take your order?
Turns out I'm treating a friend today, so I'd like to order the finest dish in the house.
Oh. I take it
That's right. Tell the chef to sharpen his knife.
Is that a reference to some...
Yeah. The Hidden Hero. It's a novel my best friend Halka sent from Liyue. There's the chef, and he fights the bad guys with a kitchen knife.
It's her favorite part of the book. She's always nagging Linnea to act it out with her.
Psst. Linnea! Do you think Chef Yerva could be a hero in disguise too? Oh, I think it's definitely possible.
Not a chance, I'm afraid. Evening, everyone!
Why don't you choose for us? I'm treating a friend today. We're celebrating our success in the qualifier.
Sure thing. I'll rustle up a few of my specialties then.
Hello? I'm ready to order.
Be right there. I gotta go. Let's play again soon.
You seem to get along really well with everyone here.
Yes. After my parents departed, I came to live here with my friends in the conch gang. I didn't mean like that. They're still alive and well. Come to think of it, I haven't told you my story yet. I guess you'll have noticed the wings on my head by now. They're proof that I'm not human.
Yeah! I noticed those.
Sure. Well, it's a story. When I was just a kid, my wings were barely noticeable. They looked just like two little cowlicks. No one suspected there was anything unusual about me at first. Not even Mom and Dad. They were too busy to notice. But I always had this strange feeling I couldn't explain. Like I knew that all these little ways I was different from my friends couldn't just be a coincidence. Then, I was a little bit older, I read this story in a book of folktales. It was about changelings.
Changelings?
The story goes that some of the Snowland Fae will secretly switch their own child with a human baby, leaving their offspring to be raised by humans, while taking the human child for themselves. I know, right? The way the stories are written, it sounds like something parents make up to scare naughty kids. If you don't behave, the Fae will take you away and leave a better-behaved child in your place. It's the sort of thing that starts as a warning and evolves into folklore over time. So, obviously, I didn't take it seriously at first. But then as I grew older, I started exhibiting more and more Fae-like traits. I mean, just look at the crystals on my skin. No humans have those. It's a dead giveaway.
So, you're really a changeling.
Bear with me, I'm getting to that. At first, I wanted to hide it from them, but eventually I plucked up the courage to tell them. I figured, even when we're scared and uncertain, it's important to face the truth head on. They were stunned, of course. It took them a while to accept it, but after the truth had sunk in, Dad sat me down and told me they'd decided to head north and look for their child that was taken. They're really good people, though. Not only did they raise me for all those years, but they left me some money in case of emergencies. After that, I grew up with my friends in the conch gang. All of these kids are from broken homes, but everyone supports each other, and they still live life to the fullest.
Food's ready! Talking about old times again?
Yeah, it just sort of came up in conversation. Whoa, what's all this? You've cooked up a real feast, Yerba.
Well, you did say you were treating a friend.
Oh, boss! Linnea,
hey, what kind of a react?
Linnea's been a fountain of knowledge ever since she was a kid. She always speaks with such authority. Everyone admired her so much that we picked her to be our boss. But the conch gang's only for children. Once you grow up, you have to leave, so now she's the old boss.
I've always found the logic behind that title to be a little flawed.
We'll all be long gone from the conch gang by that point. As far as we're concerned, there's only one person that we'll ever think of as our old boss.
Oh, that's really touching.
Well, if it means that much, maybe...
Sure thing. I'll go one better and give you 3,000.
Oh. What are you saving up for, Linnea?
I have big plans. I want to buy a huge ship for scientific research, then take my friends on a voyage of discovery to explore all the mysteries. I want to sail to all the other nations, hear the heartbeat of the jungle, the whispers of the wind, the echoes of the mountains. Of course, there are other questions I hope to get answers. Well, when I was much younger, I used to hear these strange lullabies as I was drifting off to sleep. Go, child of the Fae, make your way to the villages and towns and seek kinship with the humans. The world of the Fae is rife with a sorrow you do not understand. They were sung in the tongue of the Fae by kind, warm voices. I can't explain why, but somehow I knew that they didn't want me chasing after my origins. Still, I did visit the tundra once when I was a little older to see if I could find out anything about them. But just being there made me feel uncomfortable. Every instinct was telling me to leave. It's odd. That place is supposed to be my home, but it feels like I'm unwelcome there. Could it simply be because I'm a bird fae, so I prefer a warmer climate? Something tells me there's gotta be more to it than that. The less I know about something, but enough about that. We're supposed to be celebrating our victories! Cheers!
Cheers!
I'm stuffed.
Yep. Let's see. Yeah.
They're very evenly matched. It's strange. When I was battling you, I couldn't seem to get into the zone. I had no way to predict your next... Hey, I'm curious. Why does Aguara have a ribbon tied around his tail? And how did you two...
Now that's a lot.
What an incredible Someday, I want to go on an adventure of my own. You're excited too, huh? But most importantly, we have to figure... Maybe then you won't feel lonely anymore. It's about time we all got some rest. I'll see you at the arena tomorrow. Oh, wait, no. Forget I said it. I should go before I jinx it. Lumi!
See you tomorrow.
You're welcome. Bye.
Waiter! Come here and taste this wild berry trail! Then look me in the eye and tell me it's fit for human consumption! It's much too sour and has a bitter aftertaste.
Please don't shout. I assure you, the berries we use are of the highest. I think you've had too much to...
Too much to drink? I'm perfectly sober, thank you. Now you'd better give me this meal.
Otherwise...
Huh?
Oh, I'll tell you who the heck I am. The name's Arataki. Thanks for waiting, mucho apreciado. Ito!
You know...
Oh my god, are you scared?
Nice work, Ito. Keep this up and we might just have to double your bonus at the end of the...
Don't you worry about a thing. As long as Ito's around, consider this establishment protected.
I mean, okay. That... wow. Actually doing something. Wow. Like, actually doing something job-wise. Good job.
Let's see. Your next opponent. Oh, yeah! Paimon remembers now. She's been looking after our fungi friends. Who do you think she's gonna partner up? Come on, let's go say hello.
Welcome, one and all. Our contestants for this match are the Traveler and her partner.
Hey, Golden Comet and Silver Companion. Good to see you again. This'll be our first proper rematch since the Neelit Paula Cup. I brought my old Sumpter Beast with me this time. Looks like you're partnering with a new companion too.
Walk in the flower king. Hello. Hello. Surprise attack. Oh, wait. No, because I just realized I'm a dumbass. I'll try this.
You're even tougher than last time. But you know what? Sumpter beasts are renowned for their endurance. It's their refusal to give up that allows them to traverse. And when they charge full speed, they kick up enough dust to blot out the sky. Send 'em flying, Fluffy the Flower King!
Fluffy the Flower King.
Watch out! Are you sure that's a good idea?
It said dodge, not...
Look at that, right into orbit!
Whoa!
You're even tougher than last. But you know what? Sumpter beasts are renowned for their endurance. It's their refusal to... And when they charge full speed, they send them flying! Fluffy the Flower King!
Watch out!
There we go. That's better.
Huh? Fluffy! Wake up! Fluffy!
Ow, so I hit the wrong button. I don't know my buttons as well as I think I do. Okay.
The Traveler and Aguara are the winners!
Oh, what a shame. You were so close. Even with the new partner, you're still as tough as they come. This was some bad luck running into you so early in the competition. Well, since you defeated me, you better go all the way like in the Nilot Paula Cup. I can handle losing, but only to a champion. So you go show him who's boss.
All right, we're through to the quarterfinals. Let's go see who our next opponent... Let Paimon take a look. Next up is... Oh, so we have to fight that big colossal... Hey, Paimon noticed something when we were drawing lots. Most of the contestants have given their animal companion a cool title. Shall we come up with one for Aguara too? Well, Aguara seems to like it.
Why not? Why not? I colored, cause...
Are you ready to rock? After a fierce competition so far, joining us to kick this round off, we...
How you feeling today, Mamala?
My question is, what the hell happened to the Colosaur?
That's the spirit! Now let's get out there and show these not-cry folks what the people of the springs are all about!
Yeah, cause she's in the water, that's why. There's no way around that. There's no way around that! Oh wait. I didn't even do anything that time. That bird just swooped down for nothing. I don't know if this would work, because this is disadvantage. And the water's a disadvantage too. Yeah, there's no way I'd win this. Well, technically, I have to think of a different way. I want to just try that. The defense thing, but attacking would. If I have to try this 3 times. You know what? I'm going with this. Oh my god. Raw. Yeah, there's no way. At least I can keep retrying. Yeah, I'm gonna keep retrying. People even show other people give like losing and then even trying. Oh, I'm showing it. Anyway. They lost about
What a tough cookie! I thought this would be way easier. Your little Saurian doesn't play around. Alright, get up close and let's settle this! Jump, Mamala! Saw that one coming a mile away! Gepetlosaurs might have the advantage on land, but it's a difference. Mamala! Finish him off!
okay. Okay. I want to try this over anyway. I'm not like gonna like take this like I'm not gonna like stop live streaming just to get this over with. Because I don't really see too many people like putting their failures. It's part of live streaming, right? Even if you fail at it, but hey, oh my god, I'm being completely distracted. Okay. God, I gotta pay attention instead of like clicking randomly. I'm not even like that one click. I didn't even. Oh my god, how many times do I gotta do this? Okay. No more just random clicking. Because I had it the first time. Not the first time, I mean the second time. So don't use that.
What a tough cookie! Alright, get up close and let's settle this! Jump, Mamala! Watch out! You took advantage of
Okay. That would be probably that one then. Okay. Okay, I'm just basically killing myself again. Okay. So, I can do that first. Sure, defense counterattack will be the third one. Oh my god. How much health is going down? That hit should have been, like, if they're both hitting the same, like, at the same time, then that one should be getting the same amount of health taken down as this little guy. That don't make no sense. Oh my god. I have to write this down. Though people can say, like, this is gonna be a waste of time, you keep losing. Like, give it some time, jeez. Like, not everyone has to, like, put their wins. Like, a lot of people have to put their losses. Like, it's a game. So counter strike, quick attack. I could either mean this. Do I even trust it? No, I shouldn't trust it. Should have just went with quick attack.
What a tough cookie! Alright, get up close and let's settle this! Jump, Mamala! Get out of the water! Watch out! You took advantage of Mamala's blind spot.
Okay, got it. See? It may have taken like a good few times, but in the end,
Mamala has lost the strength to fight on. The Traveler and Aguara
I mean,
are the winners!
even in Pokemon, nothing's
Gotta hand it
perfect.
to you, Aguara. You are
Like,
Hey, you're strong
well,
too, Mamala.
I'm not talking
Keep it
about
up,
in the
Aguara.
current games.
I want to see you take down even more
The current
opponents.
games makes
You
it
were
too
the best
easy.
little Saurian out there today.
I'm talking about in old games.
I'll leave you guys to it. Cheer up, Mamala.
Wow, that was a nail biter. Anyway, Linnea will have finished her match by now. Linnea!
It sure is. Want to take a guess who won?
Judging by the
Correct! The next one's a pretty big deal.
Ooh, we have to watch that. Yehoda's a friend of ours.
Perfect. Well... What the... Seleno's companion is a Radiant Blade Horn? Those things are extremely hostile. How did you manage to tame it? Technically speaking, Radiant Blade Horns are classed as monsters. But they are beasts of the wild, and they're not exactly uncommon. It's not against the rules, but still... It's gonna be a really hard one to beat.
Go for it, Yehoda!
Ignorance really is bliss, but it won't last forever.
Do you think speed alone will stop me from catching you?
How about you run around and find out? Reed Miller the 13th. Run that thing ragged and then go in for the kill.
These
Behind you,
names.
on the right. Reed! Her reaction time is incredible. It's almost as if she can read her opponent's... Dodge left, Lumi! Thanks, that means a lot. I don't know how to explain it, but... Keep it together, Reed! Jump!
Reed!
He's trying
Oh
to
my
jump
God.
on your back, Hemus. Don't give him the chance. Use your wind blades to slow him down.
He's too powerful. You've gotta go for a knockout. Charge your lightning, Reed. Then blast him with...
Deflect it back, Hemus.
Ah!
That was close.
Reed Miller the 13th has lost the...
Those wings. Wait! Who are you? And why do you... why you have... I've been through this moment so many times in my head. I thought it would bring me joy. But I guess not. My head! Don't go! Wait!
Linnea! Oh, what happened? Why did Linnea faint? Oh, we gotta find her somewhere to lie down.
What happened?
She's breathing normally. No obstruction of the airways. She just needs a little peace and quiet.
Oh, that's a relief.
My pleasure. If she has any more trouble, just let me know.
Will do. Oh, Linnea. Please wake up.
Good morning! Huh? Lumi? Lumi! How strange. Where could she be? I wonder how long I was out for. Well, I'd better take a look outside. Lumi! There you are! Come on, say something. Why do you look so anxious?
Looks like our contestants and their partner. On the one side, we have Linnea and her partner.
Wait, how is it the semifinals already? Also, how did I even get here? Oh, I get it.
You can do it, old boss.
Even if this is a dream, I can't let my supporters down. We're up, Lumi. Let's show them.
What a spectacular duel! But Lumi...
Huh? What's going on? They're sick. This dream sucks. I want to wake up right now. I've heard that if you try really hard to open your eyes, you can... Did it work? Guess
I'm
not.
not gonna end the stream until I get it.
His dream me writing a diary? My Adventurers Guild salary alone will never be enough to finance a research vessel. It seems my only option is to take up adventuring full-time. A research vessel? Looks like Dream Me is working hard toward my goal. Day 1. Got beaten up by monsters. Day 5. Ran for my life with Lumi. Turns out I'm getting faster. Day 20. Asked a merchant about prices. Ships cost a fortune. But I can worry about that later. Right now, it's time for a proper meal. I'm starving. Day 72. Found a huge abandoned treasure chest. Finders keepers! Happy adventure anniversary to me! 1 year in. And still nowhere near rich enough to afford a ship. Almost got scammed! Note to self. Secondhand ships aren't to be trusted. Good job I was wary and checked it over thoroughly before. Finally beat that pesky thing. Hoping the materials I gathered recently will fetch a good price. The diary ends here. Hold on. Is this... a deed for the purchase of a large ship? And I've signed it! Could it be? A dream come true! Let me check the chart. Next stop, Guyan Stone Forest. That place is steeped in myths and stories. I've only ever seen it in picture books. From there, it's on to Dragonspine. What's this? Clearwater jade? Pretty sure this can only be found in Chinyu Vale. It looks like this ship has sailed to many places already.
Linnea, you've been really down the last couple of days. I've left your lunch...
Where am I now? Ugh, I feel so sore. Is this some sort of lucid dream? Clearwater jade. And these books, how did they end up in this cave?
How could this happen?
Lumi, hey, don't be scared.
We're never getting back, are we? We're done for. It's all over.
What? Is this the Golden Beagle? But why? It's just a dream, though, right? It's been many long years since the Golden Beagle sank. The diary again. How long is this terrible dream go- I'd love to say I'm over it now, but the truth is it still gets me down sometimes. It's like there's a heavy stone that's blocking up my heart. Maybe a walk in the courtyard will take my mind off things. Besides, my sister should be here soon. Sister? Who am I talking about? So many dreams, one after the other. My brain can barely process it all.
Linnea!
Huh?
Over here. I'm so sorry to be the bearer of bad news. Come back to the tundra with me, so we can be with Mom and Dad one last time.
Selena? She's my mom and dad?
This is the natural circle of life. We don't live that much longer than humans. This day was always going to come. I can't pretend I'm not sad. But at the same time, I wonder how an ordinary person would react to hearing this news. After all, we've already seen how all of this would unfold, long before it ever came to pass. Remember? When you passed out during that competition? You saw it all.
What is she talking about? No. No. This can't be true.
I understand how you feel. One moment you're gazing into the future from the past. Time flies. One day, we too will grow old. Is it even possible to live a life without regrets?
A long time ago, my friends and I talked about our dreams. Mine was to buy a research vessel. My entire life is recorded in these pages. Maybe one day, whoever you are, I entrust the task of filling those blank pages to you. The end of my time grows near, and I can no longer travel for... This feels like an illusion, yet at the same time, so real. The end of life. So this is what death feels like. I still feel some faint sensations in my stiffening body, but I can't so much as move a finger. As the warmth flows out of me, I feel no pain. Just the emptiness that remains after everything else has slipped away. So it wasn't a dream.
Linnea, you're awake! Oh, you were out for a lot! Linnea!
What time is it?
It's evening. We were watching the match between Seleno and Yehoda when you ran over and...
So many things came flooding into my head, one after another. The end of the competition, things from my future. Even the very end of my life. When I finally had to bid farewell to the world. Some moments were joyful, others painful. All of it felt so
Good point. You passed out right after grab. Still, is it really a good idea to go looking for her? What if this...
Do you remember when we were at Speranza and I told you guys about my childhood? Well, there were a few details. I wasn't a very cheerful kid, nor was I all that brave. Before I told my human parents about being a fae, I spent so many sleepless nights tossing and turning. I knew what might happen once I told them. I desperately hoped they'd say, Linnea, even if you aren't our child, we still love you. But I knew that was impossible. Their own human child was out there somewhere, as were my fae parents. Our family was a lie. And all lies unravel with time. So, even though I was terrified, and even though I knew I might end up an unwanted child, I eventually mustered the courage to tell them. I did what I thought was right. I knew things might not turn out how I hoped, but I wasn't going back on my decision. The same applies this time. I have to see Celino. I'm now realizing that I have no idea where she is. Oh, don't tell me I have to wait until the next round of the competition.
Huh? Aguara, do you know where Celino is?
Do you remember Celino's scent? That's amazing! You're the best, Aggie. All right. I think I'm about ready to do this. After all that... Is anyone there? You're sure this is... Celino! I know... Celino!
I'm not here.
R2?
Am not. Quit bothering me.
Not a chance! If you don't open the door, I'll be waiting right here outside until you change your mind. I have so many questions to ask you. Can you at least... Open the door!
All right. Take a seat.
Jesus.
Just to be clear, curiosity is a dangerous trait, Linnea. You're gonna regret coming here.
You sure about that? Because if I hadn't come here, I'd be regretting it already. Will you please answer me now? Why do we have the same wings on our heads? Why did I pass out when I touched you?
Visions of your future?
So...
Of course not. Linnea, you're an avid student of the natural world. Surely you're aware of the 6 most common types of Fae?
The Vila, Domovoy, Leshy, Volkodlok, Snegovic, and Jack Frosts.
Right. Well, there are many less common varieties, too. The legendary Lantern Fae, the Sirens, with their lilting songs, and us, the Augury Birds. We foretell both disaster and delight.
I've never heard of an augury bird before.
That's hardly a surprise. You can count.
So it's true then. We really are family.
Family. Augury birds are born with a peculiar ability. We can see crossroads in the flow of fate.
Are you talking about prophecies?
Doesn't surprise me. Humanity has many ways. We can only see our own fates. If a friend wants to know their future, or someone is concerned about the destiny of the world, but the way it feels to witness your own fate, I trust you understand by now, Linnea.
It certainly wasn't fun. Those prophecies brought a flood of emotions with them. I had a goal in life, and before I even had the chance to start fighting for it, I saw how it would end.
Wait till you've tried to defy fate and found how powerless you are to change it.
Everything is transpiring as I foresaw, yet I am powerless to change it. I do wonder whether giving a man the power to see the...
When you know every joy and every sorrow you'll ever experience, and there's nothing you can do to change it. Generation after generation of augury birds lived with this burden. If an augury bird is set far from the Fae to grow up among humans, the awakening of their prophetic abilities can be delayed.
So that's how I became a changeling. What about the child I was switched with? What happened to her?
Don't worry. She had the opposite problem to you. She needed to live among the Fae. She was born with a strange, rare disease that humans cannot cure. If she hadn't been switched, she would have died a long time ago. Our parents saved her life, then raised her as their own. Eventually, her birth parents came to find her, and now they're living together in Snezhnograd.
I see. Wow, it all makes sense now. But there's still one thing you haven't explained. Those things you said before I fainted.
I meant exactly what I said. I don't like you.
But why?
No reason.
So we're back to this? If you won't tell me, I'll have to guess myself. Celino, are you jealous of me?
Good guess. But I wouldn't call it jealousy. By the time our parents came up with a solution for you and sent you off to live with the humans, I was already tormented by visions. If I'd been born just a few years later. How cruel fate can be. Mom and Dad would sneak over to Nodcry to see you sometimes. They talked about you non-stop. Even that human child got more attention than me. I came with them once, to Nodcry. When I saw you there in the distance, living your carefree life, I was torn apart by jealousy. But I had to pretend that nothing was wrong. Even that I wished you well. Did no one ever consider how I felt? What was I to them? A reject? A failure? A pitiful wretch abandoned by fate?
Oh, Celine.
All of this led to me deciding, a long time ago, that when you were old enough, I'd come pay you a visit. My plan was to tell you the truth about everything. And then, I know. What kind of horrible person would want to do that to someone?
Then, why did you hide from me? You really want me to keep guessing?
It was because I found out the image of you I'd built up in my head. Of happy-go-lucky Linnea, spoiled by her parents and coddled by fate. It was all just a fantasy. I overheard you, and Speranza, talking about your past. Desperately trying to hide the truth about who you were. Somehow getting by with a ragtag bunch of kids in the conch gang. You described it so nonchalantly. But it was eating me up, inside. In that moment, I didn't want to see you suffer, and I couldn't go on resenting you any longer. I just wanted to hold you tight and tell you everything will be fine.
Hey, sis. You're really not cut out to be a villain. So much for making me suffer, huh? Now you're the one crying and I have to comfort you. But I understand now. That feeling you had, it wasn't resentment. You were just lonely. I've always wondered about my real family. I'm so glad you were willing to see me, sis.
Oh.
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
All of you.
Just too funny.
This is not how I expected this to go.
After all of that. Oh my god.
Don't mention it.
After all of
It's
that.
always best to get.
Oh my god.
Hey, Celino. I was wondering.
We met that time when Mom and Dad brought me to see you in Nodcry. Hemus was still a baby then. Must have gotten separated from his parents. I ended up looking after him for a while. I suppose our friendship was preordained. Just like my upcoming victory.
Immutable?
You're welcome to try to fight it, if you want. Leave this competition and fly somewhere far away. I promise you, something will happen to force you right back here. Or if you prefer, you could go all out and try to beat me. But I have both luck and superior strength on my side. The prophecies we see are the meeting points of every possible path.
Now that I know the pain of seeing my own fate for myself, I have to ask, how have you kept it going all these years?
I learned to submit to fate. I just have to accept what will happen. There's no other choice, since the outcome can't be changed. But what about you, Linnea?
I think I see. How about we continue this conversation after the tournament?
All right, just don't get your hopes up.
I'll be fine, trust me. Anyway, we'll leave it there for today.
I couldn't help but laugh at that.
So noisy here. Back in my day, we'd...
It was just too funny. After that whole serious thing, it just made me laugh.
Are you awake? Oh, neither can Paimon. Linnea and Celino aren't the only ones with a big day tomorrow. Since we're both struggling to sleep.
Listen up, Lumi. I've seen Celino's Radiant Blade Horn in action, and it isn't just her best way to exploit both of these traits. Linnea! Sure am. What are you guys? Lumi and I were just going over our strategy for tomorrow. Lure the enemy in and wait for an opening to strike. Yeah, looks like that's my best shot at victory. But Hamus is so powerful. Even if we... Thanks. Just because I've seen a future where I fail, doesn't mean I'm willing to go down without a fight. Fate is such a mysterious idea.
What does fate mean to you?
Besides, I'm an advisor, remember? It wouldn't be very...
Relax.
Alright, well, when I was a kid, my greatest suffering came from not knowing. I didn't know how my parents would react when I told them the truth. I didn't know where to go when they left. Back then, I actually wanted to know the future. I dreamed of it, but fate didn't show me anything. It was my own stubborn will that got me through. I've always known what it's like to be terrified of the unknown. And now I'm learning that knowing for sure isn't all it's cracked up to be either.
Training session over! Feels like these two are really
All right, I think we're as prepared as we can be. Tomorrow, we're gonna face our fate.
Is everybody ready? Our contestants are ready and raring to go. On the one side, we have the Traveler and her partner Aguara. And on the other side, we have Viliana and her partner Gornyesin.
You can do it!
We have a winner!
Great job, Aguara! Hey, Traveler, Linnea and Celino are up next.
Looks like our contestants and their partner. On the one side, we have Linnea and her partner, Lumi, and...
Yahoo!
You can do it, old boss!
You get him, Linnea!
here. Ready? Now jump! Attack!
Stop her!
This is the will of fate. It was over before it began.
Lumi! Lumi! Huh? Oh? You wanna come with me? Let's go then. The wide world awaits.
Wow.
Don't worry, Hemus. Victory will be ours.
Went a little overboard.
Lumi! You were amazing! You know, you look a little different after absorbing all that geo. Wait a sec! Could that be it? Oh, Nea! Traveler! I figured out why Lumi is different from other Jack Frost! After all the theories I've looked into, it turns out there was one possibility that never even occurred to me. What if Lumi wasn't born different at all? What if it's all a consequence of her diet? Surely ingesting large amounts of rare ore could explain the development of her geophy. I mean, just look at Viships. Depending on their... Lumi, you don't have to wait for evolution to catch up at all. You just have to find another Jack Frost who likes the same things as you do. I'm so happy you unleashed your full power, Lumi!
Linnea. Why did you hold back?
What do you mean? If Lumi had landed that hit, you and Hemus would have been in serious...
Even so, when that hammer started to fall, the future I once saw went blank before my eyes. Did fear cause me to see a false vision? What does it matter? In the end, the pull of fate exerts...
what's on your mind?
I just think it's a shame. You gave your all in that battle. But it didn't change it. Whatever path you take, it always leads to the same place.
Celino, do you remember the question that you asked me?
I remember.
You told me. There are many possible roads into the future, but they all lead to the same destination in the end. Well, I prefer to think of it the other way around. We might already know where we're headed, but we get to choose how we get there. Maybe fate will always lead us toward the same destination, but... So, even if I was destined to lose to you, there was no way I wasn't gonna give it everything I had. And even if my ship ends up at the bottom of the ocean, I'm not gonna let that stop me from sailing it to every... If all people care about are outcomes, then why doesn't everyone give up on... But my feelings, my thoughts, Lumi, sounds like you agree, right?
Linnea. Ignorance really is bliss.
Even when we're scared and uncertain, it's important to face the truth. You sure about that? Because if I hadn't come...
How I envied your cheerful optimism when I first saw you. I thought your happiness was all thanks to your obliviousness to... Yet now you've witnessed your fate and experienced failure. And still you haven't let it drag you down. Perhaps I was wrong from the start. The difference between us was never about knowledge of our destinies. It's about having the courage.
Celino, you okay?
Actually, I was just thinking... I claimed the victory promised to me by fate. And you found your answer.
Sounds like I got the sweeter deal overall. So enjoy your victory, Celino. But don't get complacent. Otherwise, my partner here might just take it back from you one day.
That little...
That plus our special... Let's go, partner. This time it's my turn to help you train. Hello, Natlan! I'm back! Give me a moment to set up the tent. Oh, I'll lend you a hand! Now then, Aggie, it's time for you to learn one of Lumi's signature Watch closely. Lumi...
Linnea, do you seriously think
From what I've seen, Aguara's fighting style isn't that dissimilar to Lumi's. They both use agility to set up their opponents, but Aguara isn't strong enough to break through Hemus's defenses. Aguara will need to channel Geo-Essence from the ground and fashion it into a powerful rock hammer. Don't worry. It's normal to fail on the first try. You'll get the hang of it. You'll get the hang of it. You'll get the hang of it.
Okay. So I get... Okay. Yeah, that works too.
Feels like I blinked and 2 whole days went by. I've heard it said that people can find their fates by studying this. I could really do with some sleep. Good night, you guys.
Is that...
Are you saying you had help from another Saurian?
I'm not gonna cry because I'm just happy I got to see. I'm not sad. I'm happy that I got to see
final is
that
about
little
to
guy
begin.
again.
Contestants, please.
Oh, it's finally here!
It's all up to you now, partner. You've done the hard yards and training. Now, go. It's time to write your name in lights and.
Ladies and gentlemen, the wait is fun. You'll be very familiar with our contestants by now. Celino and her partner, the Radiant Bladehorn Hamus, who seized their place in the final after a hard-won victory in the last round. Then we have the Traveler and Aguara. This little Tapetlasaur might not look like the most ferocious. Who will be crowned champion?
Back from training camp? Then let's do this.
You've got this, Aguara.
Well, that wasn't gonna go well. Draw. That still doesn't make no sense whatsoever.
Hemus, summon Animo energy on your horn. Now you see what you're up against. Hiding underground.
Keep charging, Hemus. Jolt him out of the.
Not bad.
Hemus, are you all right?
That still doesn't make no sense whatsoever. That. Oh my god. What damage does he mistake? That took no damage from him. What damage did it take from him? what damage did it take from him? Because it didn't really take that. Oh! I wasn't even paying attention. I just clicked. Raw. Oh my god.
Now, Hemus, march to victory.
Oh,
Predictable.
Aguara hit her right in the belly!
It was the obvious.
Time to put that training
No.
into practice.
I have gotten low, but
Interesting.
Hemus, we showed them no mercy.
Dude, that little munchkin's got some style.
It's a trip to the hot springs if you win.
Hemus, full tilt. Aguara, charge!
Hemus has lost the strength. The Traveler and her partner Aguara.
So, you did superbly, Hemus. Get some good rest. Seems I underestimated your little partner.
What did I say?
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you to our contestants for your amazing performances. First up, it's our champions. We can all see that Aguara is still a young slip of a Tapetlasaur, and yet the fiercest of enemies I see. I'm sure we're all looking forward to even more. Next, we have our runner-up, Celino.
No, Hemus doesn't belong with me. I'm hoping that soon I can set him free. And of course, since he's so friendly towards humans, I do hope any adventurers who run into Hemus in the future won't mistreat.
Sounds like Hemus is a real freedom lover. Moving on now, we have some more. This first question is for Linnea. During your match against
I'd be lying if I said I didn't regret it even a little, but who wouldn't? All we can do is live our best, and overall, I had a really great time in this competition.
Inspiring words from Linnea.
Well, I've been really loving Not Cry. There's so much to see and
Great. Enjoy your stay, Viliana. Thank you to everyone who took part in the Spirit Envoy Championship. We hope to see you next time.
Linnea, I gotta get going. Without me around, your prophetic abilities will be slow to develop.
I'm sure you already know how I'm going to respond, sis.
I know. And when you're ready, come.
Thanks, Selena.
Okay.